For the first time in a long time, there really hasn't been much going on in the JD situation. One thing that has been kind of hilarious to watch is all of these outlets being forced to cover his upcoming movie, Gene Dewberry. It's his first role in quite a while, I think since Minamata, and there's some production photos coming out. Here's one right here, and every outlet is covering this, and it's funny to watch them do it because there's no real way to spin this as some kind of bad thing for him. But you see, they go in here and they talk about some stuff that happened. Notably, those unsealed documents that apparently are making him look awful. I haven't seen anything. Though you see outlets like this giant robot here saying that AH is gaining support because of these new revelations, and I just don't see that. All I see are the same handful of people being loud and nobody really caring. I think that this is kind of dying down, and they're mad about that, so now they're trying to drum up this shit to make him look bad. That's what's going on here. Because one of the biggest things that have happened over the past couple of days isn't this. It's this clip of Camille Vasquez, his lawyer, and something that she did in the trial. So during the trial, you remember in closing arguments, if you remember, this is her. And during one of her closing arguments, she had a mess up in her words. But they're calling it a Freudian slip. And apparently this is all over the place, despite the fact that it only has 5.3K likes. Okay. Not really as viral as they're saying. They're saying 300,000 views. I don't know if that's huge numbers, but apparently this is her betraying JD. They're calling it a Freudian slip. Listen to this. You can listen to it for yourself and you tell me what you think.
Ms. Heard never thought she would be held accountable. Never thought that she would have to face her abuser. She never thought she would have
proof, evidence, 100% facts right there that she has betrayed him. But that's how it's kind of being spun. And you see up here, I mean, this is from yesterday. There's another one up here today. And they keep running with this. And they're doing that to kind of try to keep this alive and do the best they can to try to smear him. There's nothing really being done. It's like the dying. It's like they're dying and they know it and they need to keep this alive because, I mean, AH's future depends on this. They need people on her side, and that's why you're seeing headlines like this. No one is changing their minds on this. No one is rethinking their support. It's the same little bundle of people that are desperately trying to change the narrative, and things are finally starting to die out. There's still some trends on Twitter, but it's nowhere near as big as it was. But anyway, here's what they're saying. A clip of JD's lawyer calling JD an abuser in court went viral this week, but a source close to Vasquez said she did not mean to use that word. And that's true. You could tell that she didn't. The sources confirmed to Newsweek that Vasquez had meant to say abuse victim. Vasquez was one of the lawyers that represented JD in the legal proceedings against his ex, AH, which saw a jury award the actor $10 million in damages as well as $5 million in punitive damages. The punitive damages awarded was later lowered to $350,000 under a Virginia law that caps the damages. The attorney emerged as a celebrity in her own right during the trial and was lauded for her performance in the courtroom. The slip of tongue came during her closing arguments to the jury in court on May 27, 2022. In her closing statement, Vasquez says, Amber never thought she would have to face her abuser. The clip went viral on Twitter this week after user AK4Mil1AA highlighted moments from the televised trial that appear unflattering to the actor and his legal team. So that's kind of where we're at with this. And it's a bunch of nonsense. It was a slip up, but now we're saying it's a Freudian slip, which is BS. It's just funny to see like them use these tactics to try to destroy him. Camille mistakenly used the word when referring to JD. A clip posted this week with the caption, Johnny's girl boss lawyer has a Freudian slip and calls him an abuser, now has amassed more than 308,000 views on Twitter. The vile thread highlighting some of JD's moments in court comes a week after more than 6,000 pages of pretrial documents were unsealed, with legal experts agreeing that they did not present the actor in a favorable light. Some of the findings in the documents include accusations of photo editing on JD's part, which is BS, and it's been debunked. And they're also talking about the erectile dysfunctioning, which would lead to him becoming violent, apparently. So, I mean, real damning evidence there that really makes people question who they're supporting. These people are clowns. And this is yet another move by a bunch of clowns to try to make him look bad and throwing her under the bus, because one thing they don't like is that she represents an actual strong, independent woman, unlike AH, who is a clown and a liar. But anyway, I'm really excited for this movie to come out. I want to see if the support does carry over into the stuff he does. Now, we did see it with Dior. Dior sold a ton of bottles of that cologne that he promotes during the trial, and I think even before it. And I'm really curious to see what'll happen with his movies once he starts doing those again. We've already seen it. Not only did we see it in Dior, but we also saw it in that music record that he put out with Jeff Beck. That thing rose to the top of the charts. Where will this movie wind up? Will it make a lot of money? I hope it does. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.